All right, Monday Night Football. No simultaneous overlapping doubleheader this week, thank God. It's just the Saints and the Chiefs in New Orleans, site of the next Super Bowl. So for the Chiefs,
it's at Kansas City.
No, it's not. Oh, it is at Kansas City. Why did I think it was at New Orleans?
I've
been saying all week it's at fucking New Orleans. What's wrong with me?
You're not that smart. It's well documented.
What is wrong with me?
You're not that smart. It's well documented.
I'm serious. I've had it in my head all week that game is in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Well, now I feel differently about it.
Okay. Well, what are you going to do? I mean, go ahead. If you
I'm
want
trying to think of
I'll
all
let
the.
you change
I'm trying
it,
to think of
whatever.
I'm trying to think of how many times this week I've talked about that game and
Right.
said it was in New Orleans.
Right.
I'm very concerned about that.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
anyway,
you
go ahead and give me the winner.
All
I got to rethink. I got to rethink my pick. It's Chiefs 5.5-point favorites at home against the Saints.
Okay. All right. You're picking the Chiefs no matter what, aren't you? Anyways, I mean, you're not. No.
Well, no. I was going to pick the Saints in New Orleans. I was going to pick the Saints to win.
Yeah.
And now I got to rethink it.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, it is in Kansas City, right? The Saints D is good. It is. I'm not a believer in that defense, right? They've had one bad outing this year, and it was the Eagles, and they didn't let up a lot of points. But Kansas City doesn't have the Eagles' firepower. They don't have that offensive line. They don't have that. So I think in a lot of ways, the Saints' defense matches up good with Kansas City. They can play man-to-man. They can play zone. They're physical up front. I don't think the Chiefs, like I said, will be able to run the ball. And without Rashee Rice, I do worry about them getting open consistently in the passing game, right? I don't think they have enough there in the passing game to expose a team like the Saints defense, all right? The Chiefs, right, also have to be careful a little bit here of overplaying the Saints run game on the other side of the ball. I think that's another big aspect of this. Again, I'm not just because they lost us last week. They outplayed the Falcons. I'm not off the bandwagon of the Saints and what they do. I think they're going to be able to run the ball on the Chiefs, and they'll be able to run it enough to where we know the Chiefs will take some chances and go all out to stop it and leave their corners on an island or do something aggressive, and this ain't the team you want to do it with Rashid Shaheed and Olave. I'm going Saints 27-20 to pull off the upset on the road against Kansas City.
So you were trying to rope-a-dope me.
Well, yeah, I mean, gosh,
I mean,
you're so freaking dumb. You're gonna pick the game. You don't even know where it is, and I thought this was a game that you would pick the Chiefs because they're at home and all that. And now you got to hear my explanation, and you're gonna jump on the bandwagon with me. So it's really we're putting this asterisk next to this game, no matter what. Now,
when I thought the game was to be played in New Orleans, I believed the Saints would win 24-23. I am changing it, though, now that I know it's in Kansas City.
All right.
I don't like the Chiefs to cover.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have been playing with their food and or the kid who doesn't study for the test and still barely gets an A. I'll go 24-20 Chiefs in this one. Gut feeling. They haven't done anything to replace Rashee Rice so far. And I think the Saints can keep it close. And Derek Carr's got a history of playing in Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah.
So he can at least impart something to his teammates. Don't get freaked out about it and maybe be calm in the eye of the storm. But that Chiefs defense is too good to get burned by the Saints offense. And man, they're going to go from 2-0 to 2-3, and that's a problem. And that's why I believe they would win at home.
Right.
They need this one. But I think the Chiefs pull it off. Although I don't feel 100% confident. I never feel 100%
I'm shocked
confident.
at the 5.5 points.
Confident.
I'm shocked by that. That was one of those where I looked at it and I was like, 5.5 points. Wow. For a team that squeaks by 3 every team they play, and this is a tough matchup. I thought that was kind of a shocker to me.
I never know whether that's Vegas trying to dupe people into taking the Saints or whether it's a reflection of the betting trends. Or what? Who knows?
Right.
But bottom line, it seems like a little much. That doesn't mean I'm taking the Saints as a best bet to cover.
Yo, homies, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's time. The NFL season is here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
You can hit subscribe to get all the weekly picks, plus our Sunday recaps as the games are happening.
Oh, you know it. Nobody does that better than us. Thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out. We'll see you next time on Unbuttoned.